We're in the Bronco Everglades at about $58,770. Today we're reviewing this incredible truck. I'll call it a truck. I am so excited to review this. Now, it's been a while. I actually reviewed the same Everglades, not this same model, had a different paint color, but this trim level a few years back, and there's some things I really liked about it, things I didn't like about it, but this time around, I think I'm way more enjoying this Bronco Everglades than I did last time. And today we're going to find out why I'm enjoying it so much. The snorkel is reversible, this little plate here, it comes standard on this Everglades. I've heard if you flip this around, keep this window down, you can really enjoy the turbo sound a lot more. This comes with one engine option. Yes, you see the worn winch up front, which comes standard here, also the steel bumpers. I mean, this thing looks amazing with the 35-inch wheels. Let's go ahead and look under the hood. I mean, I can look at the Bronco all day, and that's one of the biggest draws to this vehicle, is just the overall aesthetic appeal to it. Yes, it's capable as hell, but yeah, underneath the hood, it's not pretty, but it gets a job done. 2.3 liter inline 4 turbo. If you put premium in it, you'll get 93 octane in here. You'll be able to get 300 horsepower, 325 pound-feet of torque, but on regular 87, it's going to get you about 275 horsepower and about 315 pound-feet of torque, mated to Ford's 10-speed auto. Love the Bronco lettering up front, the circular headlights. Again, these 35-inch tires look incredible with the 17-inch wheels. I mean, this thing looks cooler in my opinion than any Jeep out on the market. You got the removable panels up top too. You can remove the doors. You can make this topless if you want. Love the aesthetic and functional appeal of the fat ass tire on the back, recovery hook back here. And yes, we do have parking sensors on this steel bumper. That's amazing to have parking sensors embedded in there. All right, lifting this up, and I like how it's smart key access back here. This has a little shock on it. What the heck? Did that just open? It's assisted opening because the tire's so heavy is my guess. We have also shocks right here to lift up the glass for you, and you can see I'm not gonna hit my head on here at 6'1". All right, cargo back here. Well, it's a big box, and you can hear it start echoing back here because of all the hard touch surfaces. But the Bronco lettering right here. This is the floor mats, but I got some other mats in there as well. Big old bag here for the T-tops portion. I will not be taking the tops off. I do not want to roast in the sun today, but it's great to have that option. 12 volt back here, nice LED on this side, but not on this side. And yeah, we got the speakers built into these rear pillars in the back. And I like how we have soft touch on the top here, which is really going to reduce the noise reverberations in the cabin. So let's go ahead and bring this guy down. Always put the glass down first. Got the world's smallest windshield wiper back there. Let's shove her shut. God, that's a beautiful tire. And then you got the backup camera right there. 315 series width. That is a fat tire. Let's get in the back. I've picked up my kids a little bit this week. You can see the rubber mats back here that goes over the drivetrain hump. I haven't been driving it all that much this week. We've been very busy, but it's not because I didn't want to. Like the Bronco logo here, the window controls, because you are going to be in the middle here, as well as the mirror controls up front, because you can remove these doors if you so please. We also have a USB-C and a USB-A right here, and a 400 watt accessory power, which is awesome for your off-roading needs. All right, we got this little Molly-like system here. You can connect your carabiners and stuff. Only 7 pounds, but it's cool to have that. Little tiny mat pockets on each side. What's headroom like? Not bad. Legroom, not bad. It is a bit small. My 4-year-old Gigi, she's like, this looks really big on the outside, but on the inside it's kind of small, and she's not wrong. It's not a huge vehicle on the inside by any means. It's just a monster truck on the outside. That's a great thing about it. It's not going to take up too much space. I mean, you have these tiny overhangs. So you got this long wheelbase, tiny overhangs, fat tires. It's not nearly as long as a pickup truck, for example. And I hear a lot of people trade in their F-150s for a Bronco. I would too, unless you need to have your bed to you all the time. Now, the Everglades here doesn't have power seats. That's fine with me. Now, these vinyl seats they're comfortable, I'll give it that, but they're going to make your butt sweat in the Everglades, Florida. Again, rubber mats here. Now this handle I have found to be pretty much useless. It has the Bronco lettering there. It looks great. I want a handle on the A-pillar to get me in because this just doesn't do anything to help pull me up into the vehicle. Small screen right here, I wouldn't believe it's 7 or 8 inches, multi-information screen. Before I was idling, I was getting about 17.5 miles per gallon. Now I haven't been driving it a whole lot, only 32 miles, but yeah, it's just crazy how efficient this thing is despite it having 35s. I know 17 miles per gallon is not incredible, but that was all city driving. All right, digital speedometer here. I like this combo screen, and you can change the screen and the stuff that pulls up with the controls on the steering wheel. So let's just get back out of there. Large screen here. I think it's I'll put on the screen what it is. It looks like a 13-inch screen or something like that to my eye. Most screens in cars are not this vertical. So I appreciate the verticality of it. I have my Android Auto plugged in. Let's go ahead and close this. You know, the dash here, it's all hard touch. What do you expect in a rugged vehicle? You have front locker, rear locker in this vehicle, so it's great to have that. I know people appreciate that, especially if you're doing off-roading. All your auxiliary switches up top. You have your radio knobs. I love the volume knob right here off the shifter. Your climate control. I don't even really have to move my hand much off the shifter to mess with this stuff. I will say that I have disabled this start-stop engine feature because it shakes this truck when that small 2.3 liter fires up. All right, I do have heated seats, 3 different settings here. And since, of course, they're not perforated, I will not have ventilated seats. 2 USBs down below. You have your little Bronco badge here, designed and engineered at Ford in Dearborn, Michigan, built at Michigan Assembly Plant. And look, the front end here is kind of the grille and the headlights for the Bronco. Really, really cool. A little American flag here, the Bronco emblem on the shifter. You have 2 high, 4 automatic, and then we have kind of like crawl control here. It's kind of like cruise control for the off-road. So you have your GOAT modes, which is going to change here. So I guess we can play with those a little bit more when we're driving. I'm not going to be doing any off-roading today. This vehicle is more than capable of handling anything that I would throw at it here in Florida, unless you get stuck into the real swampy things in the Everglades. Speaking of which, with the snorkel in here, this thing can go in about 3 feet of water. Just note that if you do so, you're probably going to be ruining parts of the interior. But it can do it. It can do it. And the Everglades Edition is more than capable. All right, I like this handle here. I don't know how functional it is. Maybe if you're off-roading, but you can see it's a little flimsy there. Your mirror controls are here, window controls, lifting up the armrest here, accessory power, and then you have the Warn winch control in there as well. Up top, you have maybe some space there, but nothing crazy. So let's go ahead and start driving the badass Bronco Everglades Sasquatch / skunk ape. If you're a Floridian, you know that in the Everglades we don't have Sasquatch, we have skunk ape, which is the Florida edition. All right, so let's start driving. All right, I kind of like this single camera view I've been doing because you guys can see my face in the rear view mirror, which is, it's kind of nice. Oh, by the way, yes, put it in reverse. I don't have a 360 camera. This is a big ass backup camera here that, I mean, it's fine. I remember I got the rear parking sensors as well, so that's kind of nice because here's the thing. I mean, the rear tire doesn't take up my visibility either. So I don't know. They did some wizardry there. They kept it low. I'm in 4 high. I thought something seemed a little bit different there. I'm going to put it. It was probably when I was. Oh, it's because I left it in a drive mode that forces 4-wheel drive, which I was in like sand, which I'm not in sand. So let's just go back to eco mode. No, normal mode. And it's going to, it says it's switching here into 2 high as I'm driving. It did it, no problem. A little, just the slightest hesitation there as it's going from 4 high. I love this ride height because I typically can't see over these hedges here in Florida. I'll take a quick picture so you guys can see. in most cars, I can't see over the hedges here. And so, well, I like having this incredibly high seat height here in the Bronco on this Everglades with these 35s. It just has so much street presence. The brakes, well, let's talk about braking these massively rotating tires. It's not bad. A lot of travel in the brake pedal, and maybe a little bit of dive right at the end, but honestly, for such a off-roady tall vehicle, I enjoy the brakes in here quite a bit. The blinker is obnoxiously loud. Some cars you can change the volume of the blinker or the turn indicator, but I'm just going to turn it off. I'm in the turn only lane, and you can see the Mini in front of me has their British flag waving. I did bring my drag meter, so we'll do a little 0 to 60 here. Drag meter, custom. We'll do a little 0 to 60. Oh gosh, ambulance. Okay. Oh, cyclist. Yikes. All right, well, I'm stuck behind this Mini, so I can talk about ride quality here. Well, it's a bit floaty, of course. Honestly, it handles the bumps quite well for a truck with such big tires. It should just demolish anything. What is the tire noise? Well, I got the turbo noise coming in when you downshift, but the tire noise isn't obnoxious. I thought it was gonna be worse. Now, once you get over 50, you start hearing more wind noise, but honestly, like, I don't hear like the whistling. I've heard whistling in Jeeps and Broncos before, and it gets really annoying just driving daily. I'm not having any of those issues. Now, you might be saying, Kirk, you're in a brand new car. Well, yes, I am, but there is 7,600 miles on here, so it's not fresh off the press. It does have some mileage on here, and it seems like the gas sticks, the fit and finish, the build quality here, it feels like a brand new vehicle. So again, let's get into the brakes. Oh, well, never mind, it turned green. So let's get into the oh my gosh. What is happening? Why are they slowing down? Okay, don't know what's going on there, just going off-road. So the 4-cylinder in here, they must have pumped in some fake engine noise because it sounds way more brawny than any 4-cylinder should. Now, do I want more power? I guess so, but that's only when I have it floored. If you're driving maybe a lot on the highways, you might want to have some more power. But honestly, I'm happy with the amount of torque and power in town. It's very, very satisfactory. You only have one powertrain option on this Sasquatch Everglades edition. It is the 2.3 liter with, you know, up to 300 horsepower if you put the good stuff in here. It goes. It takes a while. 0 to 60 in 8.03 seconds. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 8.6. I'm okay with that. I know I'm not in a Bronco Raptor. I know I'm not in a turbo V6, which is, you know, optional on other models too. I think this 2.3 liter is going to keep the price down for most. I mean, if you look at the Land Cruiser is priced around this. And this powertrain is, well, it doesn't have the efficiency of the Land Cruiser's hybrid powertrain, but this has more curb appeal than the Land Cruiser. Even though the new Land Cruiser looks good, this has more curb appeal than the Jeeps out there, in my opinion, unless you modify your Jeeps to look crazy. But from the factory, I think this is the best looking off-roader in America. I will see you guys in the comments down below on your thoughts there. Do you agree, disagree? Is the Bronco, especially in this, I mean, this Everglades is phenomenal looking. Let me know if you agree that this is the best looking off-roader from the factory sold in America. It's hard to argue. So I'm in 4 automatic here. And the reason is because when I went to sport mode, it put me into 4 automatic, which I wasn't expecting it to do. So I did do my 0 to 60 in 4x4, not knowing. Okay, so keep that in mind. But I think it might be slightly faster, probably in rear-wheel drive. Regardless, it's about an 8-second 0 to 60 car. When this arrived and I looked at the window sticker at 58,000, yeah, look at this torque just getting around cars. And that engine's so loud too, and I want to hear that snorkel. But maybe I need to roll down the window so I can hear that snorkel a little bit better. Let's try it again. Well, we got a little Kia Soul in front of us that's gonna kill us. I don't have paddle shifters here either, but yes, you can hear it through the snorkel quite well. It reminds me of the Tacoma Trail Hunter that has the snorkel on the right-hand side too. Yeah, you can hear that snorkel, even though it's front-facing. You can flip it around. You can make it louder if you want, but that's a really cool enthusiast noise that we're gonna get there. But like I said, when I saw the window sticker to this, I couldn't believe that this truck is 58,000. I thought it was gonna be closer to like 70. So I think Bronco's got something special here with this Everglades model. It looks like it's modified, but it's not. It's just what it looks like from the factory. It drives great. It has way better road manners than Jeeps. Jeeps, like, the steering's loose and all over the place. This thing just feels locked in. It feels very refined and roadworthy. Where Jeeps, you see the best of Jeeps off-road. The Bronco does both really, really well. It's just, if you're taking this on the highway a lot, I wouldn't want to be in here because the noise is going to be loud from this upright window situation, the removable panels, the loud ass tires at highway speeds. You're still going to have that. When you're driving in town, none of that bothers me. And in fact, let me roll up the window again, which, by the way, I have automatic windows all around. It's quiet in here. I don't hear this big, looks like a cement truck in front of me. I don't hear it. I don't hear the cars around me. Do I have like, no, I just have single pane glass up here. Nothing too fancy. And it's actually really, really quiet, like I said, in town. But I want to hear this snorkel. So let's go ahead and roll that window down. Let's not hit this guy in blue. And pedal down. Yeah, baby. The sound of America. It's cool. The fake engine noise is all right. It doesn't bother. It reminds me a little bit of the Tundra's pumped-in engine noise from the V6. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to disable it, but the snorkel sounds good. The turbo hiss sounds good. And let's get this up. Since you guys are probably asking, like, how annoying is it going to be at highway speeds? Well, here's 70. I have some wind buffeting coming in right above my head. And the tires are loud, but they're not annoying. I'll say that. Now, everyone has different annoyance levels. I have 5 kids, so maybe mine's a little bit higher than most people. The wind noise, though, is going to be a bit obnoxious because it's not like the same noise all the time. It's like, so hopefully that impersonation of the wind noise in here at 70 miles an hour is adequate. But the tire noise, I can get used to. It's kind of just a background droning noise. There's the engine turning on with the start-stop engine. It didn't shake the car or the truck that bad this instance, but I have had it shake the car, and it does get annoying. So, and it cuts off your AC when the engine turns off. So I just like having the engine on all the time. I know I'm not going to get good fuel economy anyways. I went from 17.5 miles per gallon to about 15.5 now since I've been driving this like crazy. I've been idling it, and I regret 0 of it. Steering wheel quality here too. I mean, the leather doesn't feel that nice on it, but it's soft touch and it's much better than just a hard touch plastic steering wheel. Armrests here are very, very soft. I put my arm up here, rest it here. Was that a little K-truck? A little Coffey K-truck. Let's get a better look at this guy. Noble Brews. Hell yeah, craft coffee bar. Love it. A little right-hand drive K-truck. We do have K-truck importers here in Florida. That thing's cute. Perfect business truck for small businesses. Anyways, gotta shut myself off. Let me know what you guys think about this monster Everglades. I would love to have one. I mean, it's definitely a flex, this vehicle you're showing off. You look badass, the truck looks badass. It's a car that sits in your driveway when you're not driving it, or in your garage, and you look at it and it's gonna bring a smile to your face. It just looks amazing. It drives great for such an off-road focused vehicle. Ford's got something special on their hands with the Bronco Everglades. And I haven't driven any other model, ironically, on the channel. I mean, this one you can't even custom order, I don't believe. And I'm sure they have a higher allocation rate of these here in Florida, obviously. I mean, so anyways, I'm shutting it down. Thank you guys for watching. And for $58K, and you can get the Bronco for way less money with this same powertrain, which is just impressive for how cool of a truck this is. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.